Yo, Mark 9. They really don't think we can keep doing this. They don't think we can keep making hits about cameras. But I'm the cameraman. But I'm the cameraman. Stay creamy. Yeah, I started on a 50 mil lens. Now I'm about to bag 50 mil yen. I can shoot all day, I got stamina. Turtleneck on with my camera, yeah. Stay creamy, man, that's what they say. Shoes laced up and I came to play. Yeah, I'm first team, I'm a superstar. They call me cream, like Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you had to face it, let's get back to basics. I'ma take the shot like it's a vaccination. I don't have the patience, I'ma shoot right now. Yeah, we undefeated and you gon' lose right now. Like click, 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 swish. I can switch it up anytime like this. I'm a videographer and I'm on the verse. So when I shoot my shot, I don't miss.
I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. Pull up and take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot.
Yeah, kid noon, I've been shooting my shot, ooh. The into it, I've been moving the rock, yeah. My shit's wet like I've been using a mop, ooh. You get that, yeah, I've been proving I'm wrong. I've been taking shots and now I'm starting to stutter. Vision getting blurry, I should check my shutter. I'm the cameraman, I need my camera madam. Shoot my shot like a Mansell Adams. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings.
You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. Pull up and take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot.
I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings. Yo, Mark 9. They really don't think we can keep doing this. They don't think we can keep making hits about cameras. But I'm the cameraman. But I'm the cameraman. Stay creamy. Yeah, I started on a 50 mil lens. Now I'm about to bag 50 mil yen. I can shoot all day, I got stamina. Turtleneck on with my camera, yeah. Stay creamy, man, that's what they say. Shoes laced up and I came to play. Yeah, I'm first team, I'm a superstar. They call me cream, like Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you had to face it, let's get back to basics. I'ma take the shot like it's a vaccination. I don't have the patience, I'ma shoot right now. Yeah, we undefeated and you gon' lose right now. Like click, 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 swish. I can switch it up anytime like this. I'm a videographer and I'm on the verse. So when I shoot my shot, I don't miss.
I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. Pull up and take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot, take the shot.
Yeah, kid noon, I've been shooting my shot, ooh. The into it, I've been moving the rock, yeah. My shit's wet like I've been using a mop, ooh. You get that, yeah, I've been proving I'm wrong. I've been taking shots and now I'm starting to stutter. Vision getting blurry, I should check my shutter. I'm the cameraman, I need my camera madam. Shoot my shot like a Mansell Adams. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings, ooh. I develop film, not feelings.
You know I'm gonna take the shot, take.
Well, team, you know he's going to take the shot because he's the camera guy. He's the camera guy. Andres, well done with the PFA today. You smashed it. What does smash it mean to you? What does it mean to me? I don't know. But it would be exceed all expectations and maybe come first in those that were there today. So your journey's about to begin. And so it is for 12 Platoon who left Kapooka today and turned up at their IT, initial employment training facilities today. Their life is about to change. Their family name is about to be illuminated, wrapped in lights of neon beauty, or a squeezable stress doll of human shit. If they thought that the pinnacle of the training continuum was going to be Kapooka, don't throw hats in the air, but it's only just begun because now there's no excuses. I've got a video I've made for today. It goes for 9 minutes and 5 seconds, and I'll put that on soon. As we can see with the backdrop, this is an M113. This is where I spent a lot of my career, just like Mum and Dad and Danny, sometimes in the same APC. And it's a tracked vehicle. So you get to smoke the cigarettes of those that passively used to smoke beside you within the government vehicle, and then that would be washed in with the diesel fumes that come in. It is no wonder that my voice sounds like Pat Benatar. Hit me with your best shot. Thank you. Great to have everyone here. We see TH Mai. Ty Mai! Hi, Kaz. I'm May, and your 1 to 3rd cadence videos help me prepare for my upcoming PFA. That's great to hear, mate, because I believe that is one of the best ways to improve your push-ups. So is this part. Bam. Team, with Lauren's art and the fitness cards here, all you got to do is get on Patreon, speak to the coach, and we will do what we can to get you there to the promised land. Once we get to 60 viewers, I'll put the video on. Kane Higgins, 2,000 dineros worth of viewers' eyes there. Thank you very much. Sage, I've recently started a casual job as a waiter. That's where you get to meet the girls, mate. And my feet get a little sore after long shifts. That's all right. I've got low arching feet, but should I be more concerned about this if I want to get into a combat role? The boots are fantastic, mate. I don't know what shoes you're wearing, but they may not be good for what you do. Oliver, I see you there. Oliver Twist, please, sir, can I have some more? Of course you can. More gruel. Guys, we've got a whole bunch of statements up here that'll be going up on the screen in a moment. We've got the video that will be coming on. We've got a little bit of tribal music. Let us know if you want this in the background or if you don't. And we'll decide whether you want to keep that on or not. It's up to you. The viewer's choice. Today's been a good day. Happy birthday to Zena from North Queensland, the mother of lovely daughters. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. If I was up there, I'd take your family to Cactus Jack's if you would let me do so. We've got a tracking alert on me, Mum and Dad and Danny, who's currently in Townsville waiting to go probably to Cactus Jack's. Jaden Coon, a hard name to say in today's climate. Hey, Kaz, I've got my PFA on the 31st of this month, and that's more than enough time for you to exceed it, to smash it, to show others how it's done, and pass on in the trenches with Kaz. What I suggest to you, if you are at the School of Infantry, if you are at Kapooka, if you are on the journey and you meet people that are like-minded, let them know the channel exists. Because so often we get messages from people that say, I wish I'd come across your content and clarity earlier. Yeah. Is that a little bit too crazy, that music in the background? The war drums? G'day, Economies. Good to have you here. Joshy Fawns is here too. Daz, good on you. Kane. Bullet Attack, that's a good name. Yo Sage, have a long time for being, after a long time being a waiter, your veins kind of stuck out. I don't know what it's called. That sounds like varicose veins. It's because of all the blood in your legs. It won't affect combat role if the veins thing is not happen. What it can do is affect, if you have flat feet, it can affect your lower back. It can give you can get compartment syndrome. You can get shin splints. But if you don't have the pain there, it's fine. Benjamin, the drums are fine. No worries. I might make them just a little bit less loud. take that volume down for a sec. It looks like we're dropping a bit, so what we might do is go to the video I prepared for you. I hope you enjoy it. This goes for 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Aussie bloke, g'day mate, Jumanji drums is ready for the video because here it comes. I hope you enjoy it, and everything I do it for you. Here we are, 12th platoon, thinking of you who start today. Tomorrow is your first official day where every single person surrounding you is of your corps now, which means your reputation will be represented, supported, illuminated, or taken with you into the corps, into the greater army. So be careful. Econo memes for your next project. Not so cow, some raw chicken for someone I don't know, I think would be a fantastic thing. Can we get some thumbs up for the donators? It keeps our channel going. And Econovan. Here we are. Oops. Turn that off for a sec and ready please, Mr. Music.
I had to get back to the basics. What if my talent is wasted? It's sick, but I'm lacking the basement. Thought since I rap in the basement, but my come up is legend, is greatness. I don't care now, it's pedal to the metal. I can never quit now, I will never settle. Puppet to the game, I'm pulling strings like Geppetto. We in the same game, but I'm on a different level. I passed it. Gotta keep grinding till I'm laid up in the casket. No fake round, but you feeling too plastic. Yeah, y'all feeling too plastic. They say my style crazy, but then it's straight jacket. Wow.
Hey team. How we doing? It is Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz, and I'm here to give you the rundown, the goss on what exactly is occurring today. 12th platoon march out of Kapooka, basic training, boot camp on Friday in front of their families. So on the weekend what happened was they got to say goodbye to their families, restricted leave at Kapooka, the school of, home of, the Australian Soldier. Not sure now what's going on there, team. Let me just quickly put that back on for you. Sorry. For those who enjoyed the start.
I had to get back to the basics. What if my talent...
So team, what happened then, I don't know, but we're ready to play it again. And this time, hopefully it comes out, and I hope you enjoy the start.
I had to get back to the basics. What if my talent is wasted? It's sick, but I'm lacking the basement. Thought since I rap in the basement, but my come up is legend, is greatness. I don't care now, it's pedal to the metal. I can never quit now, I will never settle. Puppet to the game, I'm pulling strings like Geppetto. We in the same game, but I'm on a different level. I passed it. Gotta keep grinding till I'm laid up in the casket. No fake round, but you feeling too plastic. Yeah, y'all feeling too plastic. They say my style crazy, but then it's straight jacket. Wow.
Hey team. How we doing? It is Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz, and I'm here to give you the rundown, the goss on what exactly is occurring today. 12th platoon march out of Kapooka, basic training, boot camp on Friday in front of their families. The significance of that is it's Monday. So on the weekend what happened was they got to say goodbye to their families, restricted leave at Kapooka, the school of, home of, the Australian Soldier. Now they are qualified Australian term of engagement is locked into the commitment that they made with recruiting at DFR. They kind of know how to shoot. They know how to walk around the area. They know how to pay compliments. They understand the Queen is their boss. They know how to answer basic questions from the public and therefore can conduct themselves in a limited way in uniform in said public for Australia, the best small army in the world. But everything's about to change because being Monday, this means they've left Kapooka, got on buses, those that were going to Puckapunyal or Watsonia, Victoria, etc., for transport, for artillery, for armoured corps, where they go to cavalry, where they go to tanks, it's up to them, where they're going to signals and other corps, maybe catering as well. Then you've got the other guys on the flip side that are going to the School of Infantry, that are going to Steel Barracks for engineers, and all of the other areas, including electronic warfare, depending on where they go. Allocation, corps muster. The rules have now changed. Now it is going to be a handoff sort of philosophy where it's not helping them how to make beds, how to wear their clothes. There's no more excuses for that, you just know. Understanding that at 6 in the morning, the flag goes up and gets broken. At 5 o'clock, it comes down. The customs and traditions of the Anzac that they must follow and hold their family name with pride while conducting their core specific training. We're going to talk about infantry today because it's physically the hardest. Understand the safety net is gone. You will be treated more like an adult, like a soldier, qualified soldier, Australian all-corps soldier, so you understand when you do something wrong. We're expecting a bit of implied task to occur, which means you don't have to get told everything to be able to be successful. What we're asking you to do, you can read between the lines of what the commanders are outlining for you. If you don't show initiative, some of the core values, courage, mateship, a sense of urgency, commitment to what you're actually in for, then everyone suffers for one. Remember that. We're only as strong as the weakest or slowest person, which is the reason why I say, women, don't go to infantry. Don't do it. But that's another story I've said ad nauseum. Get ready to hear the truth, because that's all that comes from this channel. Subscribe right now. If you don't, you're a lunatic. And if you do, what I suggest you do is also go to Patreon and get one of these fitness cards delivered to you. Thank you, Lauren in Shining Art. And I'll have a conversation with you on the bat phone. Said, bat phone, right here. When you get to School of Infantry, day one, what's going to occur is the unofficial day one is you will be met by a duty officer or a junior NCO who's going to come onto the bus and let you know that you're going to go to temporary housing in Gallipoli platoon. Okay, that's where all of the other musters are that are waiting to go into a platoon environment. You're going to know when you go through the gate, as you go past the obstacle course, that this is the home of the Infantry Soldier, Lone Pine Barracks. It's the real deal, team. You're not getting out of here unless you earn either time off on weekends, which you will get, which is something you don't get at Kapooka. But what you'll also get is enough rope to hang yourself, don't mind the pun. You make mistakes, you'll be punished. It's plain and simple. Until you get the Skippy badge, get out of there. And then the punishments can be even worse. Don't expect to take a car. Don't be expected to be allowed to drive a car. We can't afford administrational dramas of you getting caught drink driving, ending up in the court that takes you out of training and then waste taxpayers' dollar. That's a fact, Jack. Remember, the very first morning, Ravelli, what's going to occur is you're going to get up from Gallipoli. Everyone from Gallipoli will go over and do a BFA, not a PFA, a BFA to age standard. If you fail that, then you'll be taken to the ROP to see if there is any sickness, ailment or condition that prevented you from giving your best performance, despite the fact that you said there was no dramas to the PDI, physical training instructor, when he asked you, vetted you, screened you before the BFA began. There is a hill around the sergeant's mess and officer's mess, but there's also a downhill. Now, what I suggest you do is try to beat your buddies, okay? Make a pact, maybe a penalty, a bet with your mates, who's going to win, who's not. But I can rest assured one thing, if you don't pass, you are not going to session, which means you're 3 months, you're going to be there next year. This is your last chance. If you're going to the School of Infantry right now, 12 platoon, congratulations for marching out, but now it's time to do the hard work. Skill-specific infantry 343 training. What's the motto of said core infantry? It's to seek out and close the enemy. It's to kill or capture him. It's to seize and hold ground, to repel attack by day or night, regardless of season, weather or terrain. Hashtag prepare for war.
Hashtag prepare for war.
This is what your job is. This is what your career is about. Until it's over, until you choose to tap out, which might be the rest of your life, so to speak, and everything that comes with it. As the SOPs change around the battalions, what you're going to find is there will be training that comes down, whether it be for mechanised, motorised, whether it be for dismounted infantry. The course will change at the School of Infantry in accordance with that. Every course is different. Every platoon, you'll be named after a battle line, whether it be Binbar, whether it be Long Tan platoon, whether it be Marianne Sang, whether it be Kapooka platoon. Okay, learn about it. Understand that it's a big bloody deal because you're following the footsteps of the Anzacs and those that fell for the Royal Australian Regiment. Guys and girls, the most important thing to understand is you can't tap out anymore. You are a qualified Australian soldier. Get it on board. The training you do before you get there will make you a more welcomed socially individual within your team. There is a social aspect, there is a luck aspect, there is a preparation, there is a physical toughness aspect There is how fast can you learn aspect. All of these things, if you're in the top 50%, then you're going to have an easy time at Singleton School of Infantry, despite the fact no one has an easy time at the School of Infantry. No one. It's hard, believe me. You are now a professional athlete. Remember that. That's what you are. The life of the soldier is not easy, but you asked for it and you're a volunteer. Also remember that. The best thing you can do is make a pact of all of those in your section when you actually get to Kapooka Platoon, Long Tan Platoon, Bin Bar or Samashon Platoon, etc. And that is that every day the Alpha Squad or Fire Team, Bravo Fire Team, etc. take turns in doing morning duties. Allocate a 2IC or a commander at the private level, someone with leadership toughness, someone you naturally follow, which is the essence of leadership. Until then, you are in charge of this section in the absence of having a section commander here. So that person is the one that says, hey, dickhead, get out of bed. Don't give a shit if you've got a hangover. Hey, fat boy, get up. Stop eating ice cream. More salad for you, tubby. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's not about your feelings. If you're making other people work harder because you can't do your shit, then so be it. And if you're a lady and you do go to the School of Infantry, guess what I'm going to tell you? Are you a feminist? If you say yes, I'm going to give you the gun to carry too to prove it. Hardcore is waiting at the end, and that will ask all the necessary questions, and it is hardcore. It changes for every course. It changes in relation to the instructors you get, which will be across the full spectrum of the Royal Australian Regiment, including Special Forces at times. Guys and gals, this is Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz, helping you for day one. Be ready, get ready, and remember, no one cries for Argentina. When it comes down to you feeling sorry for yourself, you asked for this, you're a volunteer, now you get the horns. See ya. So, team, hopefully you enjoyed that. I don't know what happened to the damn volume from my end, but it just stopped working, and I don't know why. How's that sound? Can you hear me speaking right there? Who can't hear me? Usman. He can't. He got knocked out yesterday in UFC 278. Nicole asked a good question. For anyone here that's been to Kapooka in the last few years, I know that COVID would have gone away. Do you still have a thing called Cinderella leave where you go home for 2 or 3 days to basically just allow people to shake the cobwebs out and come back refreshed and get to see their children, so to speak? Let us know. Maybe they've got rid of that because the problem of getting people back may not have been possible if they had have gone home and then have to go through the screening through all of the rigmarole of coming back into the COVID world as well. So they probably don't get it anymore. If only my managers at work were as honest as that. I wish all managers were honest, but unfortunately they're governed by sometimes a very sensitive workforce as well. So it probably goes both ways, doesn't it? Doocy Oz, hey mate, how you going? Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Let's kick this over to Bam, our first questions. And that is, as we said, congratulations to 12 Platoon who would have just had their families say goodbye to them. Some of them wouldn't. This is the last time you'll ever be in an all-corps environment until you go on your junior leadership training course. It is highly unlikely you will run into many of the people that you went to Kapooka with for the rest of your career. Okay? Also, the standard where you are now is going to be the collective sum of one, which means that everyone's going to infantry now knows the scene. You know where the pecking order is. You know if someone is green light, above average, amber, sitting around average, or red, sitting below average on wood. If you are the red individuals, the pressure is going to come on you from the instructors. The pressure is going to be there from your peers who are suffering because of you. And most of all, it will come internally from you yourself. That's why we harp so much on preparation, the bat phone, coaching. But sometimes people just don't understand what the standard is until they get there, and that's fine too. But it'll just mean it's going to be a rockier road, and as Josh said, the hardest roads lead to the best places sometimes. And it probably changes a lot of people's lives when they go in there and face a bit of reality instead of the red pen brigade that's happening at schools lately. So congrats to 12 Platoon, all the best, and you're all going off into the cardinal points except Western Australia. If you're going there, you're going to SASR, and it's really good to see that you're in amongst those that are the most like your personality, because that's what you should be doing. On top of that, I hope you didn't spend too much on Kapooka photos. They're great for grandma, they're okay for mum, but after that you'll never look at them again. We've got Unknown 1994. I re-enlist next month. Can't wait. Well done, mate. You're getting an opportunity to go back in. Well done. And I bet you cherish that career. We've got a Asian cow here. Hey, Kes, I love your work that you put into this channel. Keep up the good work. Hopefully I'll be in the army soon. And Bradley Rules, I hope you are too, because we need some good people. And by virtue of the fact you've even turned up to this channel shows you've done a little bit more implied tasks. Find out about your role, investigative journalism, okay, and listening to someone that the last time they were wrong was in 1986, and the only reason I was wrong was because I found out I was right, which means I was never wrong. I'm full of shit. Regrets, we've all got them. If you haven't got a regret you can think of, like I didn't press the like button, then I'd say think harder, because everyone should have regrets. It's called a conscience. Don't wait to be told. Use Palmolive Gold. Thank you very much for the donation there, and that will be going on tax to put in a politician's tyre. Yes. Cayenne peppers. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. Yes, it does. Or it creates stress and anxiety as well. We've got the Sworn Defender. Hey, team, how's it going? We're going pretty well. Navy veteran. Have you corralled anyone in that cabin? Sorry I'm late, guys, but don't worry. The Navy's finally here. Let the cabin boy go free. We'll do a GoFundMe for him so he can forge himself a key and escape the clutches of Popeye. Nicole K, they're screaming out for those who have served and discharged, especially if they hold a critical trade. Yep, that's always been the case. We lose the best people, and the price to pay to get them on board can be difficult. For the effort on the video was great. KP, not too cow, with a clap. I'm going to get some, what are you going to say? I'm going to get some MSG and something that will give me heartburn for the donation you just gave there. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Hoss, hello, Kaz. My enlistment date is the 5th of September. I'm going for infantry and intent to smash out the park. You won't. Preparing to be humbled. Thank you for your videos. They have definitely helped. Hoss, no one smashes out the park. We just suffer less by preparing more. Mate, it is hard yakka. It's hard grind. Let me go back here for 2 seconds. This is what you're going to see as you pull up off the Broke Road. And this is the first thing you see as you come into Lone Pine Barracks, the home of the Infantry Soldier. Are we ready? Bam. Ominous. Ominous. Over to the left, okay, is the museum, where your family will be to come and pick you up when either you're allowed to go home on the weekends with the girl you picked up from Newcastle. Don't waste her time. Don't get a Tinder girl and then use her up for that. But this is where your family will be to go to your march out as well. So Lone Pine Barracks, home of the Australian Infantry Soldier. I'll be looking again. Still got a bit to do before I can slow down and pay attention to the stream. That's fine, mate. It's fine. Tasmanian Devil. I'm glad you're down here and not up here. I don't need a Sydney Devil. There's plenty of them. Good, eh? Kaz, how's things going? Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. No crap in my pants. And at the moment, I was happy to give you a good stream today. And I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Started my re-enlistment, Saving Private Ryan. Started my re-enlistment process 2 weeks ago after waiting on service suitability checks to go through for infantry full-time, fingers crossed. Boom. Ryan, like I say, mate, to everyone that's not part of it, I'm going to do a video soon and actually revamp myself as a coach so people can come on here. The price doesn't change. It's the price of a coffee. Get on board, have the hour's coffee, get the fitness card. and basically let us help you, because I don't think anyone else does this at all. I don't think anyone does this in the world, to tell you the truth. And that might make me a weirdo, to tell you. Nitro. G'day, mate. How you going? Nitro feet. Guys, what's the second one we're going to talk about? Bam. No more quitters. What do we mean by that? That means when Kapooka is over, where you have the obligation to quit, as we had in the video there, make sure you press the like if you can. You have the opportunity to quit while you're at Kapooka, because you're not a qualified all-corps soldier, but you are, if you're 12 platoon, you can't just quit anymore at the School of Infantry. You have to either be quit, if you quit, it has to be on medical grounds or administration grounds, and that is not easy to do. And you can't just get backsquatted and go, that's it, I throw the towel in. Nope. That doesn't happen. If you want a corps transfer, that doesn't happen. If you want a corps transfer from training, what they say to you, the best thing you can do is pass the infantry course and then apply for it. Otherwise, you're looking down the barrel of never reapply again, kicked out of the army for administrational purposes, untrainable, or an administrational liability, or alternately, telling people something that's going to affect your life forever and say it's for psychological reasons and then never get another government job for the rest of your life. So tread carefully. Understand that being successful is the quickest way to get out of the School of Infantry. So, no more quitters. You can't quit anymore. Right? So let's get that through our head. No more quitting. Bam. Time to forge your reputation through action. Now, everything you do is about the buddy system. It is about looking after your mate. It's about getting out of bed and helping with the tasks. It's about helping clean the gun. It's about helping dig your mate's pit. It's about cooking for your buddy while he's on sentry. It's about setting up a hoochie for your buddy and making sure his pack is not left in the wet. It's about putting in PT and making sure you're in the top 50% or very close to it, so that there's never a stage where the organisation is waiting for you. Okay? Yeah. So, time to forge your reputation through action, because it goes two ways. You either walk out in there saying, yep, that guy is good to go, he's solid. If you go to 3RAR, everyone going to 3RAR will actually ask, well, what's that guy like? They will vet just like you're going to prison. Show me your papers. I want to see your effing receipts. Yep. Same deal. If you're awesome, that word will go with you too. How does one suffer less in Kapooka? By just maturity, man. By maturity. The army deliberately targets you as young individuals. I understand when people have a hard time when they've got children that they're not near. I totally get that. But other than that, it's always normally immaturity that makes it hard. It's a task. You won't be near your phone. That's fine. It'll make you appreciate sleep. It'll make you appreciate food. It'll make you appreciate warmth. All of these things you have to earn. There's a limited time to do everything. And then they send you to bed at 10 o'clock, not a minute before. You get out of bed at 6 o'clock, not a minute after. So you've had 8 hours sleep with no electronics to keep you awake, stimulated. You'll be good. The best way, William, to suffer less in Kapooka is through having a sense of humour and a good bunch of mates that you look after their back, they look after yours. That's how. Kristen, have my assessment day tomorrow. Keen as. Special K, great job. I need to know how did you go. So we're going to find out about that real soon too. Take it easy, and remember, it is not a confession session. Yeah, you know what? In between taking prescribed medication, I like to smoke pot, do occasional line, and basically watch racist TV. None of those things. When you're in when in doubt, put yourself on the other side of the table and think, what do I think they want to hear from me? There's Simon Cowell and you're the contestant. Sinan, you. Do they let you know if you've passed your assessment day? Yes, unless there's something pending. William, assessment day should be a breeze for you, Kristen, but just make sure you have a general knowledge of the roles you're applying for. Exactly. Alexander the Great, McLean's one of the best toothpastes. That's a cruel question to ask, Alexander the Great. Thoughts on 2RR? Why would that be a tough question for Kaz? It's because I spent my whole career in the 2nd Battalion of the Royal Australian Regiment. I'm from 2RR. 2RR, second to none. Look at this. Boom. The shirt. Second to none. On me back. The big black one. Hey, Kaz, I'm back, says Harry the Rocker. Good to have you here. Ricky Martin. Are you testing me, Alex? Did you know I was from the 2nd Battalion? Kristen, cheers, guys. Spent the whole 2 weeks researching my roles and memorising all ranks. There you go. 2RR is awesome. Yes, it is. Davinator, that's a good name. Where do you go if you sign up for the Army Reserves? You'll go to Kapooka to do your initial training, and then you'll go to basically a localised muster area to do your initial employment training, which is what you do after Kapooka. And then from there, what you'll do is you'll go to a regional location, which I believe they should actually be raising forces similar to national forces, which you won't need to do if you're Army Reserve anyway, so that you have regional people that can assist, like an SES that costs the price of the Army Reserve to be there, you know. We've done videos on Army Reserve before as well, if you need more details, team. Tassie Devil, for those going for infantry, just remember battalion is where it is at. Yes. Bradley, is 2RR like special forces? No, it's special as far as it's different to the other battalions, but now it's amphibious reconnaissance group, which means they're going to have a lot to do with Marines. They're going to have a lot to do with scouting locations as a point of entry and seize some of that ground. They'll have kinetic capability, but not as much. They'll have a lot of assets tied to them and a lot of diversity of roles, which is fantastic. But their job is not to kinetically, seek out and close the enemy, kill or catch him, to seize and hold ground, repel attack by day or night, regardless of weather terrain, as much as the other battalions will do. Heading to 2 once I finish at Singo, make sure that you let them know that is where you want to go. Oops. And we'll get to communication in a minute. Ding cool. Kaz, what's your thoughts on 3RR? Look, 3RR is always fine. They got a little bit lost after they lost the para roll. And then from there, we've got them up in Townsville. They're in one of the worst areas on the base, as far as they're where there's no breeze gets in there, over near Black Rock, up the back of like a valley, which is hot as Hades up there, team. But like 1RR, like 2RR, they all compete together. Fantastic to be in towns with your other infantry foxhound brothers, whatever. If you've got a family member that used to be there, it's great. Take one day at a time and earn your weekends. So this is what I'd say to anyone that also considered how to get through Kapooka, etc. as well. Take every day one at a time. Right, take every activity one at a time. Don't dwell on how long the course is. At the School of Infantry and IET training, a weekend is not guaranteed. You will get the weekend if people aren't stuffing up. But remember, you can have a blisteringly good week and still end up getting no weekend, punished as a group, because people aren't able to meet the standard. And that can happen. And sometimes it might be just on the actual syllabus, that these people aren't going to get this weekend off. So don't assume. Like I said before, if you're in infantry, you won't be driving cars. Don't take a car, etc. And something exciting that I was thinking about the other day, what does 2RR specialise in as light infantry? Light infantry is dismounted infantry. That's all it means. Because dismounted infantry doesn't specialise. We don't specialise really in anything. Now there's a specialty in mounted warfare and also amphibious warfare for 2RR. But as far as specialties go, the Royal Australian Regiment doesn't specialise, or we shouldn't, because we have to be ready for maritime operations. We have to be ready for airborne operations. We have to be ready for dismounted operations. We have to be ready for urban, for jungle, for desert, for snow. And if you don't actually practice these things, you won't be able to do it because the communication is completely different in a dismounted role. The fitness and resilience required is far higher in light infantry than it was in heavy. Heavy not meaning who you are, but it's what is attached to you, an armoured vehicle, capability, etc. Oh shit, we missed some ones here. You have friends considering going to MPs. I wouldn't know why. MPs is not like being a cop. I've got my opinions on it. Wait till you get in the army until you know what MPs is about, and then if you want to go over, do that. It's normally a segue out of the corps you're in. So take one day at a time, and on the weekends, for God's sake, team, get the hell out of Dodge. If you can get down to Newcastle, get down there, look at other people's wives. You know, go down, look at the beach, experience Newcastle. It's one of the best cities in Australia. You know, and also it allows you to let your hair down, get back by 10 o'clock on Sunday night and be ready for field or the week that is coming up, and clean the lines when you get back and make sure that everyone is accounted for. Get your best looking guy to go down there, break up the group and bring all the girls in. Thanks to gaming, before your assessment day, actually know what your job will be. I've had a lot of conversation with people at Kapooka who don't even know what their job entails. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yep. And we get a lot of people that come onto the channel as well. Even some people come onto the bad phone, and the terminology and the way they talk about certain things is, you haven't done much research, mate. You know, get the research done. If it comes out clearly, if you hold yourself clearly and confidently, it's a job interview. I'm sure you'll be fine. Definitely going to have to dig deep. I've got he means DefOps, I think. DefOps sucks! That's Defensive Operations Team. Let me tell you about that. At the School of Infantry, you've got two things waiting for you. DefOps, you've also got OffOps, Offensive Operations, and you've got Hardcore. I'm about to do a video either tomorrow or the next day on Hardcore, which is the culminating activity where people will absolutely be pissed off with you, or, you know, they'll be stoked and call you brother at the end. Now, DefOps, when you turn up there, normally you will not have a minute's sleep for the first 24 hours. And I can do a whole video on that. You know, your job is to start digging towards stage 3, which means you can stay under the ground and hold ground as a task verb, which is also one of the requirements for infantry to be able to hold ground within the role. So to do that, you need to be able to get underground and allow enemy artillery, mortars, etc. to impact around you. Sure, there'll be casualties. This won't happen in training, but you need to be able to do it to a certain level. And you've got 72 hours to do that, which you won't make. But the first 24 hours, you won't get any sleep. And your hands will feel like you're being gripping, you know, a jackhammer, but you'll be only using an entrenching tool. You'll remember for the rest of your life. Hey, Kaz, if Lone Pine is home of the Infantry Soldier, what is the home of the Pogue? Former RACT. I would say it's Kapooka, because you will get your hat badges without earning them. You get your hat badge at Kapooka. At Armoured Corps and Infantry, we don't get our hat badge until we've completed our initial employment training. The only people that are imposters to that are infantry officers and armoured officers who get their hat badge before they've earned it, and they get it at RMC, you know, not when they've completed their ROBC, Regimental Officers Basic course, at the School of Infantry and the School of Armour, etc., respectively. You can always remind your officers that. At least I didn't get my hat badge just handed to me. Rule 303 is an excellent name. It is a good name. And transport are my favourite people when they turn up, especially when I don't expect them. KFC for the lads. Sorry, ladies and gents, I've got to go early morning tomorrow. Wish you luck. Harry Ricketts, all the best to you too, mate. You know, take it easy, mate. Take it easy. Next one, consequence of failure or defeat. Team, there's many ways to fail at Kapooka. At the School of Infantry, IT schools, etc. And that is if you can't keep up with the fire hose of information that you get fed as assessments. If you end up with a formative assessment, and you're already one behind, we don't stop the training. You don't get retrained on weekends. These things don't happen. If you fall behind, you'll get back squatted. If you get back squatted, it happens. You'll miss your team, sure, that you bonded with, that you've met with, but you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You can get back squatted up to like 3 times before they start to go, this person, is untrainable or needs to go another corps, and they'll make a determination there. If you fail a BFA when you get to the School of Infantry, then you will be assessed to see if you can actually go into a session at all. And you will stay and do hard PT in Gallipoli platoon before you can get mustered into a session, which will be long tam platoon, Kapooka platoon, bin bar platoon, etc. Righto? So you need to go in there ready. You need to exceed. And you need to be ready to be in the top 50% of those individuals to make sure that you get a fighting chance of getting in there. If you don't, you'll just get rinse and repeat until you're able to meet the standard required. Because if they were to immerse you into the training, you could kill someone. You could, because there'll be live fires where your fitness level, if you can't do the burpees, if you can't do the push-ups, if your cardio is shit, if you're a female soldier that thinks you can mix it with male soldiers in infantry, you're going to find out really quick that that's fake news. And you become the dangerous person at the rear with a loaded weapon, action, instant, can't fire to put fire down, but what you can end up doing is forgetting a safety catch at night time. One safety supervisor per individual moving at night under night vision equipment, potentially overhead gunfire over your head. All you need is to forget for a couple of seconds when audio shutout comes in and boom. And then it's all mathematics. How many times can that happen before someone gets hit? All is a byproduct of not being physically tough, of not being fit enough to be able to concentrate and conduct your job. And we won't have any feelings about that because it doesn't matter if it's from the enemy or whether it's from yourself. A casualty is a casualty. We can't afford it. And if we can avoid it, we need to discriminate in order to get the best team. Joshy, just keep trying, my man. Coral platoon all the way, says Alexander. I was Kapooka platoon. If you were infantry, let us know what platoons you were in, team. Alexander, thoughts on infantry soldiers going straight into School of Infantry instead of Kapooka? It's a really tough one, Alexander Bunyip. The reason why I say that is we're not elevated above those that go to the other corps. It's important that we have a bit of grounding as well. Is there benefits? Absolutely, there is. There's benefits. But in saying that, there's also benefits to all corps people when they have infantry work with them and then rekindle those relationships, and the transactional way that other corps will help you in the future becomes extremely valuable. They'll help you in courses like you will help them in courses. I think the best people in the army are in infantry because we have normally, and we're not exclusive to it, but normally there's an ethos when we go on courses that we will always help others as we help ourselves because we're a regimental group of people. We're not just there for ourselves. We don't have to come first on a course. We're there to make sure our brothers and sisters, all get through. Because if we all get through, that's great. Yep. So I liked working with other corps. I really did. Hey, Reese Edwards, there you go, mate. Great unwashed. He hasn't had a bath in 5 months. Fantastico. Okay, sorry for being so inactive lately. That's no problems. Get down and give me one push-up. You're going to feel a little pressure. Nathan Amos. Hey, Kaz, is the infantry IT training the same with reserves? No. Do they just squish your amount of training into a few weeks? You can't. You cannot compact infantry training. What happens is they would just have shortfalls within the reserve package, okay? And if they were to come to a regular army, then what would happen is they would do training skilling on those actual shortfalls in their training in accordance with their competency logbooks, etc. You know, you can only do a certain amount of 40-minute sessions in a day. You know, there is no way of compacting it, etc. Because all that will do is make a non-competent person, and just it'll be about ticking the boxes instead of actually having competency. And that's one of the reasons why I believe there should be no combat shooting at all at Kapooka, because that is something that needs continuation training and exposure in a live fire capability range with capable and proficient instructors, and that will not happen to those that aren't in infantry. So it is tough that they introduce something like the horse is bolted, so to speak. And I'm willing to argue that point with anyone, special forces or regular. How heavy is the minimi? It's 7.1 kilos. It's 10.15 of 200 rounds on it. Sonan. Yep. So what I recommend is that you rip off 150 rounds, and when you're carrying the minimi, you only have 50 rounds hanging as a belt. That'll also ensure that you won't have an IA when you hit the ground after carrying a patrol with your weapon across your body, patrolling it, having the rounds compressed and pushed up together. And that is a tip to those who are maybe being led by sometimes amateurs that don't understand, you know, what it's like to actually carry the gun itself. And again, I'm willing to have a debate with anyone that wants to do that. You know, after 24 years in infantry, as being the instructor for so many years and putting all the time into the school of infantry, whether it be training privates, whether it be training corporals to be sergeants, whether it be training officers, you know, all of my good ideas come because, one, I think outside the box, a bit ADHD. Also, putting notes together with Special Forces USA, British soldiers as well, Kiwi soldiers, and some of the best people I've ever worked with from the School of Infantry. So they're not my ideas, team. It is a pizza supreme of great ideas that I've heard from so many that I call brother. Okay, the Sworn Defender. Lauren, just love everyone. George Costanza. Packs no heavier than 25 kilos now at School of Infantry. But then you're still adding those on to Georgie with your body armour and your protective ensemble, and then your webbing, and then your rifle and your ammunition. So, yeah. Pimus, 2 gaming. Is it better to go in as an enlisted or an officer? That'll all depend on you, mate. That's an impossible one. Someone has ADHD or ADSD, can they enter the military? Probably not if they admit it, mate. If you're on medication, the answer is no. You're not allowed to go in on medication for things like ADHD. You're not allowed to go in for medication on things like depression. Alexander McLean was gunner outfield, definitely builds character. Make sure you clean her every morning. Yep. I prefer the carbon to keep it coated. Then you don't have to clean it as much. Guys and gals, we've been speaking for 53 minutes. What I'm going to do now is quickly grab Lauren because she's had some exciting stuff too. Alexander outfield. You know, the minimi is a cold weapon too. Because it's raw steel all night, you know, in the cold. Hey, Adam, he just pledged into Patreon. Thank you very much, mate. I'll be sending you a message in a second. We'll be probably having a conversation tomorrow or when it suits you, sir. TT, Thomas Tanner. Good evening, team. Hello from Laverick Barracks. Thomas, please tell me right now. I tell everyone Laverick Barracks is the first place that you should be looking at going to start your military career for a full immersion. Also, the way of life there is quite cheap. We do have a lot of Indigenous problems up there with youth criminality, but that will eventually sort itself out. Thomas, do you love Cactus Jacks? If so, chicken fajitas all the way. That's what I believe, because it's all about this. It's all about communicate. What do I mean by that before I speak to Lauren? I mean, when you get to School of Infantry, talk to your section. Sit down and say, if you get in your fire teams in Kapooka Platoon, for example, and you're in one section, Fire Team Alpha, Fire Team Bravo. Fire Team Alpha, everything you do should compete with Fire Team Bravo in PT if there's an opportunity. If you beat them, then they do the morning routine duties. Earn everything, compete in everything, and then it becomes a competition-based activity and you enjoy your time there longer. You know, when you communicate, speak to section commanders. Why should I want to go to one area? Why would I want to go to 3? Why would I want to go to 2, 6, okay, 7, 5 area, 8, 9? Tell me why. Convince me. A woman can change to a man. Just convince me. They can't. But anyway, guys, let people know at the School of Infantry, I want to go to 2 area if that's where you want to go. I want to go to 1 area if that's where you want to go. And then people get used to you being attached to that. And your staff will get used to that. And then by the end, you've got more chance of getting exactly what you wanted and asked for as long as you've earned it. Section commanders will be reluctant to give you what you want if you do not perform, and they think that they don't want to send a bag of shit to their battalion to represent them as an instructor. Melton Farmers ADF Open Day was sick. So was a conversation I had with someone the other day called Chunky. It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Communication is what we did. Old Sailor Tim, I'm an ex-Navy stoker. Did you get the cabin boy, sir? And I've started the re-enlistment process to join the Army Reserves as a fitter armour. Well done, mate. Back in June. I hope to hear back from DFR this week. We all love someone that comes across from the dark side. And my second choice, if I wasn't Army, I'd be in the Navy. But not in the captain's cabin. Sinew, 15 kilograms altogether is pretty good. So you don't have to be fully jacked to carry all that. You will never have a time, ever, in marching order where you are carrying less than 15 kilometres. It is impossible. The weight of the Steyr, the EF88, if not the the F88, if not alone the EF88, is 3.6 kilos unloaded, 4.1 loaded. The Minimi is 7 kilos loaded, unloaded, 7.1, and 10.15 for 200 rounds. Then when you add your webbing and your ballistic plates, and then you add a pack that will not be under 20 kilos, by the time you put ration packs, by the time you put water, by the time you put all of your equipment in controlled stores, 15 kilos, that will never happen. That will never happen. It's awesome. So far, I've only been here a week, so just got here from Pucka. Well done, TT. You need to go to Cactus Jack's, go and get the buffalo wings, okay, with the sticky sauce. You need to get the chicken fajitas, maybe mixed with an extra tortilla. So good. It'll change your life. The best Mexican food in Australia, if not the world. Vehicle mechanic engineers, William, that's what my dad did. So, of course, I'm going to be biased, mate. Love it. Carl P. Dave, I might see you tomorrow night. Where are you guys going to be? If you see him tomorrow night, Carl, you'll be saluting. Close to SPO. I'm not sure, Joshy. Pimus, would you recommend being an officer or an enlisted would you recommend being an officer over enlisted or go enlisted then officer? You won't change over from enlisted to officer, mate. Go from the right one from the start. Choose the one that suits you. You know, and you can't just say, hey, I'm going to be an officer. They will determine whether you have the capabilities to do that, whether it be in your assessment phase and then an OSB, etc. Reese, hey Kaz, just the basic fitness test, would you suggest slightly above the fitness level they expect to try? No, straight past it. You need to blow that out of the water. Look, guys, let me tell you. Okay, when I was doing my sergeant's courses, 100 push-ups. I got 102, I think it was, or 103. I was right beside Gav Whiteside. He beat me by 2. He's from the 1st Battalion. So 102, 103 push-ups. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I was disappointed I didn't do more. Okay, my run, 8 minutes 40. And I was disappointed with that. Sit-ups, 100. Guys, do not shortchange yourself, because you never know when you're carrying your mate on a stretcher. You never know when you're going to rag out and run out of energy. When we do an attack, people have got to go back if there's drop packs in a platoon environment and then come back with 2 packs plus their weapon. And I don't mean black wrappers. You need to exceed it. The best thing that men do the entire time is pretend there's no pain. Everyone's in pain. Your shoulders are absolutely screaming for mercy, but everyone pretends, no, I can't feel it. All you see is these straight faces, the occasional, someone readjusts their pack, but you know that everyone is in agony, especially the gunners. Where are we? F88 is good, but the SLR is sexier. Sexier, hits harder, but I'd still rather something like the M416 or 7. Foxy Aussie Blake, most smallest person gets in, and the ones who are going infantry for, say, a clerk's career is most likely the one-time combat drills with a heavy weapon. I'm not sure what that was about. Yep. Team, you cannot be too fit. And at the end of the day, if you exceed all, then you might start to look at Special Forces, because Special Forces is all about leadership and toughness and problem-solving capability. Lauren, I weigh 55 kilos. I could not carry anywhere near that. It's a tough gig. And when you carry something, it has to be for weeks, if not months. How long once you get to 2 do you start your small boats and recon course? Absolutely no idea, Alex. It'll depend on what company you go to, mate. But thanks, I'm the big guy. Lots of love. I wanted it when I get it. Dave D, yeah, 1 pack on your back and 1 reversed on your front or on top of the other pack. There's no skipping leg day when you do pack retrieval parties, I tell you. Hey, Benny. Kaz, say hi to my little sister, Maya, getting her to do the push-ups and sit-ups by bribing her with the chocolates. Maya, how you doing, little lady? How old's Maya? My daughter's 10. She's the apple of my eye. I love her. It's the only time I have apple. Foxy C, Tano booked LIA at Singleton Barracks every weekend to get out of Pucka and get to Melbourne City easy. Also, the Signal guys, LIA's living accommodation team. And the kilometres you can do be up and down hills with that weight. All right, let's quickly ring Lauren and see how we're going, because I think we've done the army stuff to death here at the moment. And there's a lot of people here that aren't joining the army that also like the communication we have with Lauren.
Good evening.
Guten Tag.
Hello.
Hello. Did you recognise what's in the corner of the APC on those seats that look well padded, but they're just made to chafe tailbones?
I'm looking in the corner. The wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spotted him straight up. He looks great.
He does. That black
love
bastard.
Yeah, exactly. Just lurking there.
That's because we all need a bit of wolf in us.
Yeah, there is times in life when you do need to be a bit more proactive.
Is JP beside you?
No, he's in another room, but he's sneezing so loudly.
See, we both used to live in one of these APCs. When you're in there, that looks small, team. 10 men used to be in the back of this.
Yeah, I've never heard any great stories about them.
No. you know, the snot that comes out of your nose is amazing. It's like meatloaf.
Oh my God, yuck.
But you would have full family disputes in the back of that. Picture 10 men in that pissing down rain. Someone falls asleep, sucking off the invisible man. Let's go with their rifle. It goes and smashes another guy in the shins. Fuck you.
Oh, my gosh.
People going mental. I've seen fights happen in the back of APCs. People are going back and forth and then the fists start to fly. You know.
Oh, my gosh.
It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And those seats look so luxury, don't they? They look so comfortable.
That's where how your back jack comes from. My position is where the Skippy badge is down there.
Yeah.
When I was a scout, I'd be there underneath basically the arse of the crew commander, and I'd be pushed up right beside the driver, and quite often the driver and the crew commander would be smoking at the same time. So I felt like I was in a station wagon with vinyl seats, no seatbelts, with my father, mother, and grandma smoking again. And then there'd be nearly fights over smoking.
It's just like when we were kids.
Yeah. The Cav guys would shit their pants because there's only 2 of them, and there'd be 9 infantry, and sometimes they'd gob off and get out a bit too much and get a little bit too tough for their own good. And you go, dude, you are fucking surrounded with 10 infantry guys that are with you for the next 3 weeks. If you want to keep going this way, you are going to get trashed in your own vehicle.
Yep. You know? Sinan Yu down there is talking about those robot dogs from Boston Dynamics. Now, you and I, we love Boston Dynamics.
I do. I wish they'd put some fur on them.
I think that would look worse.
Mark Thomas says, "Hi Kaz, I'm on the course at School of Infantry. Represent. We're putting in preferences for battalions, wondering if what you think about the Royal Australian Regiments in Townsville and 5-2. Mate, Mark, I honestly recommend always starting off in either 1, 2, or 3, because the reputation that follows you after that will stead you well. It's also where it's a small town, which means you get to the airport easy. There's not a hell of a lot to do there, but young men don't need a hell of a lot to do. They chase the girls of the town, eat the food, go to the gyms. You know, you've got one of the best barracks in Australia. You're right beside Navy as well as Air Force, and your training grounds and the ranges. I think it's a no-brainer. Go to 1, 2, or 3, and you're going to be happy, mate. What I recommend that you do, sorry, mate, Marky. Mark, have I got you on the Patreon at the moment? What I recommend you do is one of you guys swallow the sword at the School of Infantry, get on the Patreon, ring me in the next couple of days, put it on loudspeaker, and I'll do a Q&A with the people from your section.
Yep, that sounds good. Hey, Southernland Bushcraft is here.
Hey, Bushy, how you going, mate?
Yep, they say, "G'day, Kaz. I hope you're well. I'm currently butchering up a deer. Oh, delicious."
You know, I am a pussy. I couldn't do it. I can't eat the food I slaughter myself. I love animals too much.
Yeah, no, I can't do that, but I do love venison.
I can't like deer because I first had it in New Zealand, and I don't know if it was because it was so gamey, so rich, but it just spoilt me after that.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit, but it just takes someone cooking something not right once, you know?
Yep. Yeah, that's true. I had a PDI cook my abs once, and I never got used to it. We've got Joshi Milan. That's a nice name. G'day, Kaz.
Yep.
Thoughts on Signals, Officer, and Enlisted? Signals is a fantastic corps, which has really morphed into an overlap with Intelligence Corps. You can't go wrong, and there's a good chance of you having off-ramps to federal agencies when you get out. What was the name of that young girl that they wanted us to do a call-out for before?
I think it's Maya. I think it said Maya. She's 13.
Can we get everyone to put some thumbs up, please, for Maya out there? You know, it's one thing to be in the army, but we've got to remember who we're representing, and that's for the young'uns.
Exactly.
And Maya, love and respect to you and your family, mate. And I'm sure that everyone here has got family of their own. And you know what? It's an absolute pleasure. And I still call Australia home. And you're a very, very lucky little girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you've got a good big brother in Benjamin.
That's it. Benjamin Button.
Indeed.
We're going to get out of here in a second, team, so you can get back to your family. Nice, I didn't mind Pucka, but I got the hell out of that Reggie Arse base every weekend. I find Pucka a bit toxic, to tell you the truth.
I don't really know anything much about Puckapunyal.
It's a shithole. It really is. Benjamin Corrin, she's laughing quite a bit.
Yeah. Good.
Well, Benjamin, that's fine, because she doesn't know that Pennywise is hiding under a bed.
That'll get her moving. Forget bribing. I'm worried that bribing her with chocolates and sit-ups might be
counterproductive.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Andre's hashtag 57. Says, hey, Kaz, do you know much, hi, Kaz, do you know much about Bellies, DFSW, on course soon? Tassie Devil, I'm qualified, DFSW. Yes, I do. And we can do more on that. That means, guys, anti-armor weapon systems. At the moment, what you're seeing happening with the Ukraine and Russia is a real testament to what happens with modern technology when maneuver warfare is not done correctly or in combination. Kaz, if you ever have the opportunity to try the M4 weapon, you do if you go to Commandos, mate. The M4 family, the Colt family. I'm qualified on that too. An instructor on it actually, and it's also pretty much one of my favourite weapons. If I went to USA to have my best life, which would mean going over there, getting a big truck, getting an M4 family weapon system, having a pistol, a handgun in my center console of my F-250 upsized truck, while talking about conservative things in a fully red state, loving family, volunteering to do whatever, I'd have one.
Sorry, Dave's cracking me up. He said the catering course is the toughest course in the army because no one ever passed.
Their food is toxico.
Was it yucky or was it ever really delicious?
They stir it with an oar. So if the people that cook for you never actually get to hear the thank yous, it becomes very hard for them to appreciate what they do, I guess. And sometimes it's how long it's been sitting there for. And when you see cooks out in a field environment, in a bush environment, with sweat dripping into the food, making that the secret spice.
Lovely.
Dave, Kaz, what state would I go to? I don't know. Let me get back to you on that one, Daz. Let me get you back to that. That'd be an interesting one. If I could live in the USA, what state would I live in?
I'd probably in the bayou or somewhere sort of slightly creepy.
I've been down there, but it's really, really
great?
weird. When your favourite food is catfish.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. They have lots of prawns, don't they? Though I could
Yeah,
just
they
live
do.
on prawns.
Yep. Bush
They've
oysters.
got lots of arts around Louisiana and that, and they've got lots of things I think I'd like to see. But would I want to live there? I don't know.
Their medical system is nowhere near as good as Australia's.
Yeah, no, it's not. And that is one of the things that is kind of, I'd really think if they fix, there's just a few things about America that when you were talking about living there last time, I thought, there's just a few things I'd like to fine tune and then it would be perfect.
Yep. Well, the perception is that people that it's so dangerous, and there's areas of USA that have almost no violence. And the irony is the most gun-related incidents that occur happen in California and New York, which are the strictest gun laws in the country.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
there's just a few little things like that, like the healthcare. I'm not so sure about the education system either, to be honest, but I don't have little kids anymore, so. Yeah. I don't know. So where would you live? Which state?
No idea. I've got to get back to you on that one.
Florida. You're going to go retire in Florida?
Yeah, probably Florida. I'd go and try and live near where that inlet is, where you're watching the people breaking their backs in their speedboats. But Florida can be a fairly violent place too.
Because you get all those Florida man videos, don't you? They got a few problems with the flarker and whatnot. Yeah,
the Floridians.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Kaz. I'll go for 3 and I'll let the boys know about your idea. Yeah, you do it, Mark. What about the big blue one, mate? You even get a horse thrown in. Yep. If I was going to Townsville, I'd try for... I'd probably try for 2. For the diversity of training they do. And then from there, come back to 1 and then 3. Reason 1 over 3, 1 because it's first. It's also close to KFC, which is just outside the gate. But the other one is the fact that I just can't get over the heat of the real estate, which is the 3rd Battalion of the Royal Australian Regiment. And they probably think that sucks too.
There you go.
Okay, guys, I dare you to thumbs up I'm going to do a video coming out in the next couple of days where I'm going to let you know, instead of saying come on Patreon, what I'm going to say is a video and outline that when you come here, you're getting coaching. That's what it is. I've said it the wrong way. You're getting pretty much a free coaching service, and I think it's, I couldn't imagine what it would have been like to have had that when I was enlisting.
It'd be amazing. Here's a great message from Dwayne Duffy. He said, "Hi, Kaz. I'm loving your channel. Thank you. Thanks for your service and now for what you do for the community. If I had my time again, I would have loved to serve for our awesome country."
That's a beautiful one, Duffy.
Yep.
Now I'm thinking about the vampire killer too.
Yeah, and you are most welcome here, Dwayne.
Absolutely, mate. And, I'd love to know what your life was like, Mr. Duffy. What did you do? Because there's a million important roles, important careers and jobs, etc.
For sure. And I've said it to you before, Kaz, that you coach me just as much as you coach all these great people here.
Lauren tastes like chicken.
No, I've been able to do things with your assistance. If I know you're there and I've war gamed, as you say, something with you, I know it's going to be better than if I don't.
That's a lovely compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it works for. It's not just, you aren't just for people joining the army.
Wait 2 seconds, Brody. How long is a piece of string? Once you've done your U session, then you'll wait for your assessment session. On completion of that with no hurdles, you should be looking at maybe 2 weeks to 6 weeks. Understanding you might do 1, 2, or 3 of those actual PFAs, mate. What a name, Chicken 59.
Wish I could tell you. Benjamin says he loves the coaching, Kaz. Couldn't do without you, mate. Your criticism of my fluffy officer motivations really helped me dial in what I'll say one day when I'm faced with the OSB. Yep, because that's what I love about Kaz. He's not just going to blow smoke up my bum. He's going to tell me the truth. This
is true, and a lot of people don't actually like it. They do because there's context when I speak to them.
Because I don't even always like it when you tell me the truth, but then I think about it.
And no one likes getting advice, but when you know that at the end of the day it's two people where sometimes we get told all the time that we're great, and then when someone tells you you're not, but this is why, if you can hone that in and tack that a couple of times with the little hammer of improvement, you can become the best version of yourself till people can't see a dent.
Yeah, exactly. Andreas, all of the tiers on the Patreon get access to the bat phone.
They're all the same. It's just which colour do you prefer, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie or Delta? They're all the same, mate.
Exactly.
And we're looking at making some character positions, which there'll be one of in Patreons, which should be funny too. We've got the Jester. That's Mr. Hamilton. And he's been the Jester forever.
Yep. Here's Jennifer G, is it? Says, for me, you are the Aussie David Goggins. I don't know who he is, but that might be a compliment.
It's
she said she appreciates you, Kaz.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. It's you're never going to do something by yourself in the army, so I don't want you to do something by yourself now. Does that make sense? This shouldn't be. So many people don't have people that share their dream. Don't quit. Finish what you start. Let your actions dictate who and what you are, and let other people then keep up with the man this boy could be, the woman this girl could be, the leader this girl could be. That when they see you come back and realise, holy shit, you didn't quit. Okay, you learnt, you thrived, and now you come back and whatever that off-ramps to, whether it be entrepreneurship, whether it be working for federal agencies, whatever it is, you'll have lived your life. It'll be fantastic.
Yep. Hey, here's something interesting about Dwayne Duffy. He says he was a painter, but now battling terminal cancer and living the dream, kicking cancer's butt.
Can we get some thumbs up there for DD, for Dwayne Duffy? Mate.
Indeed. Yeah.
Terminal cancer.
Exactly.
Dude, I'll get back to you in a sec, DD. Sinanu, have you been to Gallipoli? No, I haven't, mate. I haven't been to Gallipoli, but I absolutely love the videos on Gallipoli where it shows them down at the hot springs where the water comes up, the currents and the cliffs where all the people go down and swim.
Oh, yeah.
In the afternoons. Amazing. And I've heard that someone basically has to pass away in Gallipoli before you can actually buy a house there. It's that hard to get into.
Indeed. Hey, here's a lovely comment. Also, I think maybe we need some thumbs up for Jennifer G. You guys are a great crew.
They are.
She's in training to push her disabled son in a marathon.
Holy shit.
You guys are amazing.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please, love?
Yeah, please do,
Jennifer G, I'm trying to push my disabled. We're going to stay on for another 2 minutes because I need to dig in a little bit further on this one.
For sure.
I'm
you
trying.
Guys are crazy.
Jennifer, where are you? Is there anything we can do to help you?
Yeah.
Let us know if there's anything we can do to support your effort, mate.
Yeah, indeed. Because that's amazing. You guys are crazy. I think I know more surprises, and then someone comes along and they just surprise me.
Yeah, it's the best.
They're all go-getters.
Have you guys noticed how little trolling happens in our channel?
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost non-existent, team. There's arguments, sure, but
yeah.
there's certified
The
evil.
trolling?
There's certified evil here at times.
Yeah, that is true.
He's here now.
Look at all those thumbs. They're all good eggs.
They are good eggs. You know, what a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
I reckon everyone would be on board. Jennifer, if there's anything that we can do, even if it's to get you a beautiful set of shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And some sports clothes.
Yeah.
We need you to get in touch with me. And from there we'll do something to sort you out, okay, buddy?
Yes, indeed.
The Green Kid. Stop holding your breath, mate. Hey, Kaz, it's been a while, but I wanted to see how grateful I am of your content, getting me through Kapooka and now at IT. So I really am grateful for your help and your content. Mate, mucho respecto. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Green Kid, because you guys are it. You guys are the community.
It is. If you weren't there, this would be a very unusual situation.
It would be awkward, Kaz, if you were just here talking into the air.
It would be.
Dwayne Duffy said, being positive is the best thing to do. I was supposed to be dead 5 years ago, but loving life. Good on you. I think, this is something we shouldn't need a brush with our own mortality to realise we all take life for granted, don't we? And we need to grab it and squeeze it.
They also say, DD, that the resource that we take most for granted is time.
Yeah, that is so true. That is really, really true.
Benjamin reckons we scare away the trolls. Joshy's got his eye out.
Uh-huh.
Tyson, Mike, just finished Kapooka up at Singo. Can talk all about it. Tyson Fury. Mate, you're about to be walking the talk soon.
Yeah. If that's your real name, just maybe you want to change it.
Yeah, just... guys, if you're in the military, you do need to change what your name is. So
just for yourself.
So we're not actually seeing social media with your actual name that can be followed. Just
to protect yourself. We wouldn't want you to... We want you to speak freely here.
Jennifer G, you're in Bowen. Mate, I think one of the best things you could probably do, Jennifer, I understand finances are probably low, but what I'd say is get on the Patreon. I don't even think the... can you please put the... what do you call it? The link up there. Jennifer, if you get in touch with that, the price of the coffee to join it is fine because we'll more than make it your welcome with supporting you and your stance on helping your son.
Indeed. Yep.
Hey, Foxy C. Or C the Fox.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Foxy.
Not too cow, Foxy.
Is, Raph, I believe.
Danger zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Foxy C, it's not a fox, it's a wolf. See, okay, that was corny.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Jenna, if you can follow that Jennifer, jump up on here. Even if you quit after it, after we have a conversation tomorrow or the next day, all we want to do is get in a position where we can help you with what you're doing, mate. Up in Bowen, it's going to be bloody hot, mate.
No, she's Army and she works at a RAF base. Sorry, my mistake.
There you go. It's always Lauren.
It's always me. It's my tiny little woman brain.
I wish I had a brain.
A tiny little woman brain too.
Team, I've got to go and say hello to my little girl, actually. Let's get out of here. Let's get some thank yous to everyone that donated with not just finances like Foxy C and all of our brothers and sisters on the stream, but with the fantastic comments and the fantastic support that you give each other. It absolutely
look at these guys.
Changes
so
my life.
Good. Certified Evil has here you go. Certified Evil's offered to pay for the Patreon for Jennifer.
That's lovely.
And, everyone's really, Sworn Defender said maybe we can get Jennifer and her son some shirts printed with some love from our team. Maybe we can.
Yep,
These are great ideas, guys.
When there's Jennifer, message me or find me on Messenger, whatever. And what we'll do is we'll see what we can do to try and sponsor you through this activity. And so you can tell us about your son as well, okay?
Indeed. Yeah, that'd be great. We should have Jennifer on a Zoom call one day.
Yeah, we could. Jennifer G. Jennifer?
Yeah.
Hey, Reese, how you going, mate? Thanks again, says Brady. All the best, mate. Let's get out of here now. Carl P, he always gets stimulated before he goes to work the next day. We talk almost every day.
Yep.
The people I meet through here that go from subscribers and turn into friends, it's great. Night, Mum and Dad and Denny, he's sleeping on his roof in Townsville tonight.
Yeah.
Dwayne
Good night,
Duffy,
Robin.
mate, respect to you, mate, and your
Indeed.
attitude. It's fantastic.
Indeed. Yeah, great attitude. Good night, Carl.
Good night, team. Good night. Sinan, you, the Turk. Matsu Cow.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you
so
very
generous.
much, mate. There you go. Well, I'm going to use that, to go towards the shekels that go into Jennifer G.
Jennifer's, yeah.
Well, team, that's my scone about to disappear from here. Thank you very much, guys and gals. And here we are, some music to leave us out with.
Yo, Mark 9.
I'm the cameraman.
They really don't think we can keep doing this.
Great music
They don't
today.
think we can keep making hits.
I'm aware of that.
But I'm the cameraman.
I'm the cameraman, yo.
Man. Stay crazy.
Sup? Sup?
Yeah, I started on a 50 mil lens. Now I'm about to bag 50 mil yen. I can shoot all day, I got stamina. Turtleneck on with my camera, yeah. Stay creamy, man, that's what they say. Shoes laced up and I came to play. Yeah, I'm first team, I'm a superstar. They call me Cream, like Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, you had to face it, let's get back to basics. I'ma take the shot like it's a vaccination. I don't have the patience, I'ma shoot right now. Yeah, we undefeated and you gon' lose right now. Like click, 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 swish. I can switch it up anytime like this. I'm a videographer and I'm on the verse. So when I shoot my shot, I don't miss. I'm gonna take the shot, take the shot. Take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. Pull up and take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Take that shot.
Yeah, kid noon, I've been shooting my shot, ooh. The into it, I've been moving the rock, yeah. My shit's wet like I've been using a mop, ooh. You
This
did
one,
that, yeah, I've
Defender,
been
this is
proving
from
them wrong. I've
Artlist,
been
mate.
taking shots and now I'm starting to stutter. Vision getting blurry, I should check my shutter. I'm the cameraman, I need my camera madam. Shoot my shot like a Mansaletta. I develop film, not feelings. Ooh, I develop film, not feelings. Ooh,
I developed film, not feelings.
not feelings.
Wow.
Ooh,
How's that the lyrics?
not feelings.
That's good.
I'm too well. Kristen cracking me up.
Yeah, indeed. Ready to
You know I'm
twerk.
gonna take the shot, take the shot, shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot.
This is the encore.
Take the shot. Pull up and take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. You know I'm gonna take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. I develop film, not feelings. Ooh, I develop film, not feelings. Ooh, I develop film, not feelings. Ooh, I develop film, not feelings.
All right, team. Good night.
Yo, Mark 9.
Good night.
Tom McDonald's